one punch. Lights out. First, you need power. And second, you need to know when and how to use it. Sometimes all it takes is one. That's what makes knockouts so exciting. You never know when it's going to happen. That's why it's important to study your opponent and learn their habits. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. Another way is to spar with them or go to a striking dummy with them. Once you have this knowledge, it's up to you to put it all together and time your punches correctly. Sometimes the best approach is to keep things simple and stick to the basics. Just make sure you know when to strike and be prepared for anything. But when it does, it's one of the most beautiful things to watch. It's also one of the hardest to pull off. Whether it's a thunderous right hook that sends an opponent crashing to the mat or a lightning-fast jab that catches them off guard, a knockout is a knockout. But while there's no single way to deliver the knockout blow, there are a few key elements that all successful knockouts have in common. Even if you're not planning on fighting in the ring, knowing how to throw a punch is essential for any martial art. Second, you need to be aware of your opponent's body language. Finally, you need to have the mental fortitude to stay focused under pressure. By following these tips, you'll be well on your way to delivering the knockout blow. Ask anyone who's been in the ring or the cage, and they'll tell you that a knockout is one of the most satisfying feelings in combat sports. It's all about the perfect mix of speed, timing, and precision. You want to make sure that your target is in the center of your crosshairs, but if you wait too long, they may be able to weather the storm and take your best shot without going down. Once you've mastered this timing, you'll be able to land knockout punches at will. Whether you want to do it in self-defense, to win a street fight, or just because you think it would feel good, there's always a market for knockouts. And with all the combat sports available today, there are plenty of ways to deliver one. So here's how to throw a knockout punch. 2. It's the perfect mix of speed, timing, and precision. 5. Full watch 10 minutes. What's the hardest you've ever hit someone? Let us know in the comments below. Coming in at No. 5, we have the one and only Francis Ngannou. This Cameroonian and French professional mixed martial artist, currently competing in the heavyweight division of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, is known for his devastating knockout power. Now, despite being a late bloomer in the sport, he has quickly risen through the ranks and established himself as one of the most feared strikers in the world.
Ow.
But what sets him apart from other heavyweights? The answer is simple: raw, unadulterated power. And let me tell you, when this man lands a punch, you won't believe the impact it can have. Take a look at this matchup against Curtis Blaydes. The fight was evenly matched with both fighters trading blows. However, in the second round, Ngannou unleashed a powerful right hand that connected squarely with Blaydes' jaw, sending him crashing to the ground. But that's not where the story ends. Blaydes tried to make a comeback, but Ngannou wasn't having it, followed up with a flurry of punches and knees, each one more devastating than the last. It was a sight to behold as Blaydes struggled to stay on his feet. But it was clear that it was only a matter of time before one of those blows would send him down. And sure enough, it didn't take long. Ngannou landed another powerful right hand, this time sending Blaydes crashing to the canvas. It was over in an instant. The referee stepped in and stopped the fight, giving Ngannou the victory. But this was no ordinary knockout. It was a display of sheer power that left fans in awe. If you've never seen Ngannou fight, I highly recommend checking out this match. It's a masterclass in heavyweight striking and a testament to the incredible power that this man possesses. Now coming in at No. 4, we have the legendary Mike Tyson, back in the 90s. This guy was a force to be reckoned with. Known for his ferocious knockout power, he could end a fight in seconds with a single punch. His record of 38 knockouts and 50 wins is a testament to his explosive punching power. Take a look at this matchup against Trevor Berbick. The fight was going well for Tyson until Berbick's corner threw in the towel in the second round, giving Tyson the win. But this was no ordinary knockout. It was a display of sheer power that left fans in awe. In fact, Tyson knocked out 36 of his 50 opponents by punches, proving that his knockout power was unmatched in his weight class. But it wasn't just his power that made him so dangerous. It was also his speed and accuracy. He could land a knockout blow from seemingly nowhere, catching his opponents off guard. His lightning-fast reflexes and pinpoint accuracy meant that he could hit you before you even knew what was coming. It was this combination of power, speed, and precision that made him such a dominant force in the ring. And while he may be retired now, his legacy as one of the most feared knockout artists of all time lives on. But it's not just about the power in their punches. There's a lot more to these knockouts than meets the eye. These fighters have spent years perfecting their craft, training tirelessly to develop the perfect mix of speed, timing, and precision. They know how to read their opponents, how to predict their moves, and how to strike at just the right moment. Just think about it. Single mistake, a single lapse in concentration can make all the difference between a knockout blow and a glancing blow. And these fighters live and breathe the sweet science. So they study their opponents, they break down their fighting style, and they exploit their weaknesses. With a flick of the wrist, they can end a fight in seconds, sending their opponents crashing to the canvas in defeat. So next time you watch a boxing or MMA match, pay close attention to the fighters who land the knockout blows. They're not just lucky, they're not just powerful, they're the best of the best. And their skill and precision are what make their knockouts so devastating. And speaking of skill and precision, our next knockout artist is the one and only Deontay Wilder. This American professional boxer, currently competing in the heavyweight division, is known for his devastating knockout power. In fact, Wilder holds the record for the most knockout victories in heavyweight title fights since 1970. That's a big deal. Let me tell you, when this man lands a punch, you won't believe the impact it can have. Take a look at this matchup against Luis Ortiz. The fight was intense, with both fighters trading blows. But in the 10th round, Wilder unleashed a powerful right hand that connected squarely with Ortiz's jaw, sending him crashing to the canvas. But that's not where the story ends. Despite being knocked down, Ortiz managed to get back up. But Wilder wasn't finished. He went on to knock Ortiz out in the 11th round with another powerful right hand. But it wasn't just his power that made Wilder so formidable. It was also his stamina and mental toughness. He could go the distance if needed, wearing down his opponents and breaking them down mentally. He knew how to get inside his opponents' heads, distracting them and baiting them into making mistakes. And when they did, he was there to capitalize with a single devastating blow. But it's not just about physical strength and technique. These knockout artists also have a mental edge. They're able to get inside their opponents' heads, to distract them and to make them second-guess their moves. They know how to bait their opponents into making mistakes, and they're always ready to capitalize on those mistakes with a single devastating blow. And speaking of devastating blows, our next knockout artist is the one and only Andy Ruiz. This Mexican-American professional boxer is known for his knockout power. In fact, he's got a whopping 21 knockout wins under his belt. And let me tell you, when this man lands a punch, you won't believe the impact it can have. Take a look at this matchup against Anthony Joshua. The fight was intense, with both fighters trading blows. But in the 7th round, Ruiz unleashed a powerful combination that sent Joshua crashing to the canvas. It was a shocking moment. No one saw it coming. But that's what makes Ruiz so dangerous. It's unpredictable, which is why he's earned the nickname Destroyer. You never quite know what he's going to do next, which is why his fights are always so exciting. But it's not just his unpredictability that makes him so successful. It's also his stamina and mental toughness. He's able to go the distance if needed, wearing down his opponents and breaking them down mentally. And when they're at their weakest, he unleashes his devastating knockout blow. So what is it about these knockouts that makes them so thrilling? Well, it's the unpredictability of it all. Never quite